Morning students, today I am going to explain about design thinking. First, what is my design thinking? Design thinking is a process for creative problem solving. Suppose I am going to give a problem for you. So, if you problem, how to solve that problem? For that, you have to use the design thinking. If you use the design thinking concept, we can bring a solution for that particular problem. For example, you take up any product. If you take TV, air conditioner, fan, etc., any product. So if you use the design thinking concepts, you can bring a better product. So next, you can bring innovative solution that problem for that problem. Next, you can use it in the business, next professions, in next industry. So why you are using this design thinking concept means we can achieve a good result. If you are not using the design thinking concept, your product or the solution will be not good. And if you use the design thinking concept, so what will happen means your solution will be good and the product will be very good. So I'm going to give one problem: how to rescue a child from the borewell. So there are a lot of equipments are available. 2 years before, one 4 years child, Sujit, you all know about Sujit, he fell into the borewell. After that, the government has taken a lot of steps to rescue the child from the borewell. So finally, it cannot be done. So the small child is dead after some 5 or 6 days. So that is a problem. I'm going to give a problem: how to rescue the child from the borewell. So from IIT, from Anna University professors, lot of industry persons, they came. They have used a lot of equipments, robots, etc. You cannot save that child. So that is a problem. So for this problem, if you use the design thinking concept, so you can bring a better solution or innovative solution you can bring. So I have shown some images. This is called as one robo. Here also one robo is available. This is called as a borewell. So inside the borewell, you can see one small child. This is a child image. You can see in the media 2 years before. That is a Sujit body. So what will happen means, this is the problem. So you have to use the design thinking concept to bring a better solution or to develop a better product. Okay, in business, college, or in industry, or anything, anywhere you can use this design thinking concept. So we can see some examples. First example, you take ice cream. So when I was a small child, so I know about only three types of ice creams. One is called as stick ice, another one is called as cup ice, another one is called as cone ice. But nowadays, if you see, there are a lot of different varieties, flavor, new models, like this, different ice creams are available. So it is a lot of attractives are attractive. So what means, you are buying the ice creams, more ice creams are sales nowadays. So if you go to the ice cream shop, so you can select the model and you can buy the ice creams. So here also you can use the design thinking concept. Next one is houses. So some 20 years before, if you see the houses, it will be all in the same model only. Now in the architecture field, we are using this design thinking concepts. So we can see the first, this is a normal house. You can see this, when you use the design thinking concept, you can bring a new model house where a lot of features you can add. So these are some applications you can tell. If you are using the design thinking concept, you can construct the house in a different way. Now let us take an example. Sir, 20 years before, you take a mobile phone. What is the size of the mobile phone? What are the features are available? Now we see the mobile phone. What are the features are available? So all the features are available in the mobile phone. So here also you are using the design thinking concept. Chair. So different models chairs are available. So like in previous example, we have only 2 or 3 models are available. Now we are having the varieties of models. See here, these are the new models chairs are available. Here also they are using the design thinking concept for the better product. Next, buses. So earlier there are normal buses will be there. Now after that they will they will add the features that is called a seat. They are added the. Next one is bus. If you take the bus, so in olden days there is a normal bus is there. After that they modified the seats. Next one is they modified the AC. Next one is a push back. Next they attached a bathroom. All the facilities they have added. Next one is sleeping. You can sleep in the bus. It is like a house. All the features, food, everything is available in the bus. Next one is driving system also. There are a lot of changes they have made. So these are both the design thinking concept used in the development of the buses. Next one is mask. Before Corona, if you talk about a mask, I know about only the surgical mask. In the hospital, if you go in the operation theater, the doctors they will use in the mask. Nowadays, everyone should wear the mask to. Next, I'm going to explain about the mask. Before 2020, so we are using mask only for the doctors will use the mask in the hospitals when they are doing the operations. So what is mask that is called? Next, I'm going to explain about the mask. So before 2020, only the doctors use the mask for the operations. They are using the surgical mask. The bottom you can see this is a surgical mask. So when they are doing the operations, they will use the mask and they will put some gloves. So now you know from the January onwards there is a corona. Due to the corona, now everyone is wearing the mask. So the demand is more. So there are different varieties of masks are available nowadays. Different styles, different colors, different types, different protections, 2-layer, 3-layer, N-layer protection, N95. Like there's a lot of masters are available. Here also they are using the design thinking concepts. I think now you have got some idea about the design thinking concepts. So if you are going to develop any product, you have to use the design thinking concept. If you use the design thinking concepts, the product will be a better. So there are 5 stages in design thinking. I'm going to explain the 5 stages one by one. First one is empathize. Next one is define. Next, ideate. Next one is prototype. Next one is test. First, you can see about empathize. So empathize means first your first stage is called as empathize. So first, what is my empathize means? For example, you take a AC, air conditioner. So you take one company that is called as Voltas one company. So they are developing a Voltas AC. So they are selling the AC to the different customers. So what they will do means they will get some feedback. Suppose they are selling the product for 1,000 customers. They will get the feedback for 1 year, how it is working, what are the problems are there. So they will gather a lot of information because the customers only know the quality, whether it is good, whether what are the problems are there, everything because they are using for 1 year. When they are using 1 year, frequently they are getting problem or not, whether there is any noise is there, whether the compressor is not working properly, like that. What about the cooling? So lot of problems will be there. So they will get in feedback from the customer frequently. So what means they will gather lot of information. By that information, they can develop a new product, or you can redesign that product and they can make a new product for the first step. First step is they will get a feedback from the customer. Okay, next one is they will define the problem. So first you are having the Voltas AC. So by getting all the customers feedback, 1,000 feedback, they will come to a problem. Okay, this product, these are the problems are there. So there are many problems. There is a noise problem here. So this noise problem is due to this reason. Like this, they will define the problems. After that, they will generate some ideas. Okay, this is a problem. How to solve this problem? There are a lot of ideas will be there. Next one is there will be 5 or 6 ideas is there for one problem. Next, they will fix one solution for that problem. So first step is they will get the feedback from all the customers and what are the problems are there. For that, second thing is they will generate some ideas. For this problem, this is a solution. Like that, they will generate 5 or 6 solution. The third stage, they will fix one solution. For these problems, this is the solution, best solution. Like that, the third stage. Fourth stage, they will develop a prototype. Before developing a device or developing a system, they will do a prototype. For example, we can do the simulation also. In nowadays, if you are going to design a car, first they will do the simulation only. So the simulation, if they get a better result, then only they will go for the manufacturing. So first they will go for the prototype. After that, they will go for the manufacturing. So once they are going to manufacturing, after that they will do the testing. What is testing means? They will give the input, sample input they will give, and will check the output. For example, you take the AC, they will keep for 16 degree, and they will check whether the cooling is good, there is a cooling is bad, the noise is coming, the compressor is working properly, everything they will test. There is a testing process. After testing is completed, they will manufacture the product. Today I am going to give you a task for you. What is a task means? You have to control the water level of the tank. Automatically you have to control the water level of the tank. That is a task. So you have to bring a new solution for this automatic water level controller. Okay, so this is the task for you. Next, there's an you are going to see about the approach. First one is called as, first you have to frame questions. You are going to develop a automatic water level controller means you have to give some questions. So a lot of customers, they are using the tank in their houses. So what is the problem? First thing is you have to frame the questions. So AC, say AC, what are the problems? For example, compressor is working properly, or any noise is coming, or what about the cooling? So immediately the cooling is coming, or it is taking some time. So whether there is any noise sound, next whether there is any water leakage. Likewise, you have to put some n number of questions, and you have to give to the customer. So from the customer, they will fill the feedback. So we will get some information. From that information, you have to generate lot of ideas how to solve these problems. You have to generate lot of ideas. Next one is make ideas tangible. Tangible means there will be different ideas will be there. So we may think that this idea will be suitable or not suitable. There will be some lot of oscillation will be there. So you will take lot of ideas. From that idea, you have to come. Yeah, you have to take a best idea. Next, you have to do the testing. So from the testing, you have to learn lot of things. You have to give the various inputs and various outputs. For example, you are giving the temperature. Output is 16 degree, 20 degree. Like that, you have to give the various inputs and you have to test whether you are getting the output or not. From that, you can learn what is the problems, what are the difficulties are there. You can learn from that. Finally, you have to share the report. So these are the 5 elements used in the design thinking. First one is called as human centered. Next one is creative and playful. Next one is iterative. Next one is a collaborative. Next one is a prototype driven. So you know what is my prototype driven means? Before manufacturing a product, so they will develop a prototype and they will check whether it is working properly or not. For example, you are developing a flight. So first they will develop a prototype. Whether it is working properly, after that only they will manufacture the flight. Next one is collaborative. So collaborative means it is not a single person can do this project. So there will be a 5 teams or 6 teams will be there. One will be a design team, one will be a hardware team, next one will be a software team. Like this, there will be a various teams will be there. So all the teams they have to collaborate and they have to do this project. Next one is iterative. So iterative means first you are going to do a design. So first time if your design will not get the better result. Next, once again you have to go to the next type, next iteration. Like this, you have to go for n number of iteration, 5 times, 6 times, or 20 times. So nowadays you can use the artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning for this iterations. So you'll get done with the less number of times you can get a better solution. So if iteration means 100 times if you go, you'll get a better product. If you use the machine learning or deep learning or neural network, fuzzy logic or artificial intelligence, genetical algorithm concepts, we can get a better result in a less iteration. Next, you have to use the creative ideas to get a better result. Next one is human knowledge. You have to use the human knowledge. Next, when to use the design thinking. So when you are facing a complex challenge. So for example, I have told how to rescue a child from the borewell. This is a complex challenge. When you are facing any challenge in anywhere, if you are working in an industry, if you are working in a college, or if you are working in a software company or hardware company, or anywhere, if you are a student, you are facing some problem. So you can use a design thinking concept to bring the solution for your problem. Next, human-centered challenge. So the human beings only you need this design thinking concept to face this problem. Next one is, if you take a team, there will be a lot of teams are available. For example, software team, hardware team. Next one is programming team, manufacturing team. Next one is client. Next stakeholders. Like this, a lot of teams are available. So all the team leaders should have this qualities, design thinking qualities. Then only we can bring a better products or a better quality product. Next, 4 principles used in design thinking. First one is called as a human rule. That what is the first rule means all design activities should be in social in nature. That is the first rule. Second one is ambiguity rule. So ambiguity rule means, for example, you are developing a product. So you will get some ideas, lot of ideas. So you don't know whether the idea is good or bad. So there will be a lot of ideas will be available. So whether it is this idea is a good or bad. So you don't know. So there will be a lot of ideas are there. So you have to do the lot of experiments. After that only we can take a better ideas. Next, tangibility rule means, first ambiguity rule means there will be a lot of ideas will be there. From this idea, you are going to take a best idea. So that best idea only you are going to do a prototype. Next one is called as all design is redesign. So when you are designing a car, finally if it is not working properly, what you do means it is possible to redesign. Otherwise, the total investment, everything should be wasted. So when you are designing a product, so you have to think that if the product is not good, next you have to do the redesign also. So these are the some principles of design thinking. So I'm going to give you an assignment for you. So what is the problem means, you have to control the water level. Next, I'm going to give you an assignment for you. What is an assignment means, you have to control. Next, I'm going to give you an assignment for you. What is your assignment means? Automatic water level controller. So for that, you have to use the design thinking concept and you have to prepare a report for automatic water level controller. Thank you.